Alrighty. Hello, everyone. It feels like I've been a while. Let me pause for a second and start over. It feels like it's been a while since we've been streaming, since we've been here. But we're back with some more Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles. That emote combination might work. At least it's a start. Okay. So, I have been doing some work offline. In fact, I've done a lot of work offline, at least on the house. I haven't done any quests or anything that I know of. But as I was working on the house, I ended up having to exit the world rather quickly because a Bloodmoon decided to start. After episodes and episodes and episodes of having no Bloodmoon event occur in-game, of course it would happen when I was offline. So we are going to jump in, and it should be roughly towards the start of the Bloodmoon because I tried to log out as quickly as I possibly could. So let me go ahead and switch over to the game screen, get the correct game screen up. Come on, cooperate with me. Maybe. What are you doing? Good morning, Elaknor. There we go, there's the right game screen. So yes, you can see by the red tint to everything that a blood moon is currently going on. And there is a bunch of slimes outside of my house. So since we're going to be stuck in here for a bit, because unfortunately I forgot where my bed was. Unfortunately you can't sleep through a blood moon. What did I... That's what I did with my bed. Yeah. Yeah, you can't sleep through a blood moon. I keep getting distracted, I apologize. And I do need to do something real quick. There we go. Okay. But yeah, I redid the house. I got bored over the holidays and decided to kind of start completely redoing things. I built a little side room over here for the chameleons, so they're not, like, stuck in the main part of the base. And holy crap, that is a lot of slimes. Added a second story that I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do with. I have potion stuff and plan on setting up my enchantment table over here. And then just a weird little attic space that I'm not sure what I want to do with, but, you know, it's got some windows overlooking things. And I would go out on the patio, but it might kill me. But yeah, I made a little patio, and it's got a glass floor so you can look down and see the chameleons and whatever else I have in there. And that is a lot of slimes. As I have one jump on my head from the ground. What? Do I... No, I don't have another one on me. Hey, Bloodshard! How are you doing? I also ended up going through and converting most of my chests into iron chests. So I could expand the windows on this wall here, and it just looks a little cleaner. But of course, since, Thank you, Heather. Since chests are now in different places and the organization system is a little different, I'm going to be lost for a while trying to remember where everything was. And you can also see a death point on the map. I don't know why I just tried to point at it with my finger. That is where my chickens killed me. If you're familiar with the Animania mod, then you know that the chickens lay eggs. And if you leave the eggs in the nest for long enough, those eggs will hatch and turn into more chickens. Well, when I was online working on the house and stuff, I kept forgetting to go empty out the nests. So I ended up with a plethora of chickens. So I went over there to call the herd a little bit. And they pecked me to death. It was interesting, and I really need a clock so I can see how much time is left in night. I don't remember how one makes that. Gold and redstone. But yeah, it's been interesting, and I'm really hoping that none of these slimes get into my farm, because that would suck. Now the question is, what did I do with my redstone? Thank you for the bits, Bloodshard! That is most appreciated. Seriously, where did I... That's where I put my redstone. And we have a clock. I don't know how well the clock functions during blood moons. I'm tempted to go outside, but I know that I'm going to end up dying. Ah, what is setting me on fire? Don't know what that was all about. Hi, Mom. Thank you for stopping by. Ow. Yeah, I think I'm just going to stay in the house and wait this out. Because it should be over shortishly. Yeah, the moon is slowly setting. Oh, I'm gonna stay in the house until the moon sets. I think that that's safer. But hopefully you sleep well, Heather. Though I do wish that the slimes would go away, because that sound is just a little obnoxious. The blood moon does turn the water a really pretty purple, though. If there was a mod that could get it that color, that would be awesome. Without it being the Thaumcraft mod. Yay, the sun is rising. So, off the top of my head, I don't really have any particular plans for this stream. As far as specific things that I want to get done. like the title says, just kind of gonna wing it. And see where things take us. Ooh, an axe with silk touch. That will be helpful, maybe. They slime on my head. So many slimes. It's an interesting thing. It's definitely nice being part of the community again. There was a zombie. Where did the zombie go? Lobro's community is the Wave Rider community. I might try to go in and tackle some more of the Nether today, since the expedition went so well last time. But yeah, I'm not a terribly good builder. However, after having gone a little bit crazy with the chisel mod while building the basement and the barn and that sort of thing, I decided to take the house in the same direction. So, yeah. Some little dormer windows and, you know, more accent from just using different blocks rather than actually having any particular talent in building. But, what was that? That was an ender pearl. Nice. And if you can't tell, my brain is kind of going 40 different directions at once right now. So it'll be an interesting stream as I'm scrolling all over the place. Okay, go check up on the animals, make sure all of them survived okay. And make sure I'm overrun with chickens again. Oh, this is a thing. Okay, they're not coming after me yet. Alright, we survived. Let me put down food for you guys. There we go. So far the only things that I've collected animal-wise are chickens and sheep. I do plan on getting cows at some point and not entirely sure what I'm going to put in the other pen. But we'll figure that out as we go along. also have to replant the berry bushes under the windows at some point. And replant those seeds. I don't know if you can tame regular slimes. I think that you can tame treasure slimes. But that would also require finding some and being able to get them back here in one piece. Where do I have... wrong chest. This chest. Put you guys down here for now. Throw Brussels sprouts in there. It probably gets a little bit old, but I'm kind of a stickler for inventory organization. So I do apologize for that. Actually, I might keep the Silk Touch shovel on me. Alright, get the backpack cleaned out. And... quests. What quests do we have? Need to make an energy cell. I think that I was working towards this at one point, but needed more copper. Do I have copper? I have 4 copper, so that is a mining expedition that is needed. And a brewing stand. Stone blaze rods. Did I manage to get any blaze rods when I went to the end? I did. Do I have any stone? I have compressed stone. You cannot turn compressed stone into stone. Is that stone? Some of the changes to recipes in the mod pack very much make me miss the vanilla recipes. I think it said that it accepts slate. Bronze plates, a wood tank, which is glass, around a log. What did I do with all my glass? I think I used it for windows. There we go. What else was needed? Bronze plates. 4 of those, 2 blaze rods. I think that slate will be acceptable. And a mana steel plate. It can be a little annoying, yeah. I mean, sometimes there's a reasonable explanation over the course of the mod as to why it won't allow you to do a certain thing. Or why they complicate the recipes, because they want to make things a little bit more difficult to access to sort of balance out some aspects of the mod pack itself. What am I looking for? This is what I'm looking for. There's another slime outside of my house. Okay, so there's the wood tank that we need. And we have a brewing stand. I am not sure what they're doing outside, but it sounds like somebody is dragging a piece of their car along the ground. And another blood moon is rising. Maybe I should go back in and change the config for that. Because it had originally... I went in to look at the config files just to sort of see what it was set at. And it was set at 2%, so a 2% chance each night of a blood moon event occurring. I upped it to 10%. I think that might be a little too high. Because there are so many slimes outside of my house again. But we'll see. We'll see how many of the events occur over the course of the stream and decide from there. Continuum uses the EFAB mod to create tools, swords, and armor. Same recipe, but it takes time. Huh. Does the time required increase in relation to, like, does a diamond sword take longer than, say, an iron sword? Oh, that's the end of that quest line. The energy cell I need copper for, and I'm not going outside currently. Blaze lanterns. It's no rush, it's just idle curiosity. Ow. Oh, it's one of the special slimes setting me on fire. And I died to a brain slime. Ow. Let me get my grave. Oi. Hopefully nobody's getting into the hippogriff pen. No, we're all still good down here. That's nice. And that is also why I keep a chest of weapons right by the door. Ha! I got revenge on the brain slime, and I am about to die again. So if we end up getting, say, 3 of these events in a row, then I'll probably go back in and change the config file to maybe a 5% chance. Okay. That's interesting. I imagine that you definitely have to be more efficient as far as resources go. Maintaining what you have on hand, just in case something breaks, so you're not waiting. Have no food. Okay, but anyway, quests while we wait this out. Toast is bread in the oven, so 5 toast. Or bread in a furnace. Because I can. Because my nickname is Cat, and therefore I jump on the furniture. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, what is next? Oh, grilled cheese sandwiches. Ham and pineapple pizza. Which is dough, cooking oil. Or olive oil. Yes, and I don't jump on the furniture in your house. I jump on the furniture in my house. Therefore, it's perfectly acceptable. What am I looking for? I have olive oil, cheese. I really need to reorganize this chest after just sort of throwing things in there. I don't think I have any dough. No, I don't. I do need a pineapple. I think that I do have pineapple. And ham. Which I do not have. So we need to go on an expedition to find some piggies. So copper, some kind of pig, this is all collecting stuff, which means I have to wait for crops to grow. Intuition for fill an empty cell with methane gas. Chemical reactor is a little bit out of reach currently. Fluid transposer. Also might be a little bit out of reach. Huh. I'm gonna have to look a little bit more into that. I wonder if I can make any explosives. That would be what Silk Touch would be useful for. So once the sun comes up, we need to explore for copper, pigs, ice. Gonna need to make a list of this stuff, otherwise I'm going to forget. That's easy. 4 dynamite and clay. Have clay here. Those slimes are super annoying. Can't wait till it gets to the point where I can build a mega torch. Keep the spawns away. Dynamite! Though I really shouldn't be allowed near explosives. What is an Eflin? Paper, saltpeter, gunpowder explosives. I'm not 100% sure if it affects underground mob spawning. I want to say that it's just on the surface. But again, not 100% sure on that. There it is. Okay, paper, saltpeter, and some kind of red dye. I have poppies. The slimes try to eat my brain. That's not cute. That's deadly. I've died to them twice now. Though I suppose I do have a habit of calling deadly things cute. I mean, I find rattlesnakes adorable. I've thought about connecting the, They attack first. Anyway, my mine entrance is currently over here, and I've thought about connecting it into the basement. I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. Loot bag. Anything interesting? An enchanting book. Just throw the magic bees stuff in here for now. I think I've got some other... Yeah. Why do I have a hoe in my inventory? No idea. But yeah, the slimes attack first. I'm just reacting in self-defense. And connecting my basement to the mineshaft is something that I do plan on doing at some point. Like I said, I just haven't gotten around to it quite yet. That's that done. And grilled cheese. So for that, I need olive oil, cheese, butter, and toast. How much olive oil do I have, and do I need to make more? Probably going to need to make more. Yeah, because that'll be enough for 3. And I need 5 for the quest. So you guys are just going to sit there for now. What was I working on? They're not geckos, they're chameleons, but they're right in here. I built this little room for them, so they are safe and protected from everything. But there's Carlisle and Cameron and one yet to be named one, because I broke my anvil. So I need to get a new one of those. But now, even if a skeleton gets into my house, it won't be able to go after the chameleons, because there is another door. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this. So I need that, and I need paper, which I actually have some of for once. Nice. I wish I could build the same for Misa. But the trick would be keeping all wild animals out, and all parasites and everything out, and then keeping it heated well enough that she would be comfortable out there during winter. At least during the day during winter. Definitely wouldn't keep her out there at night. Plus, I would try to give Misa's a bit more of a deserty feel. A nice sand floor, a rockscape going up so she can get up to high places. Though with her determination to attempt to fly, I don't know if giving her more high places to climb would be a good thing. So that's another quest completed. Powder keg is mainly used to craft combat dynamite. If you ignite the barrel, it explodes immediately. It's stronger than TNT. So that's just gunpowder and planks. Part of me is a little nervous about making explosives in my house. And that is going to raise some questions if anybody is listening outside of my window. A fire... Whoa, wow. Is yellow concrete powder, which is yellow dye, sand, and gravel. I have sand, I have some gravel. I have one yellow flower. I don't think they think that I'm a mass murderer. I mean, I don't talk that loudly when I'm playing DBD. They might think that I am being murdered when I end up yelping because Myers scares the crap out of me. But that's an entirely different story. What was I doing? I was making the yellow concrete powder. That's 8. Wrong button. Okay. What am I doing? There's that. Sand, a powder keg, and a gunpowder explosive. All of which I have in my inventory. No, my biggest worry would be if any of the alphabet soup agencies are somehow monitoring my stream. Hey, I got more copper out of that, so now I'll be able to make 4 copper plates. And I think that's exactly how much I needed for the energy cell? No. Those aren't copper plates, those are ingots. Of which I need 12, so I am still short. I would be a little disappointed, honestly. Just like if I ever end up working in government, I will be very disappointed if I find out that they don't have a file on me somewhere. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so I still have the powder kegs. Fuse, paper, 2 iron, 2 copper. No, 4 iron, 2 copper. Exit out. That's not what I want. This is what I want. I don't have the fuse because the fuse is over in my random storage chest because I don't have any place else to put them. And to those of you who are wondering kind of what's going on with the whole Alphabet Soup Agencies thing and, you know, them having a file on me, I used to be big into researching conspiracy theories and all that sort of stuff. So it kind of got to be a bit of a thing. Mining dynamite. Is nether brick, fuse, paper. I can do that. But I can promise I'm not entirely insane. There's definitely a little bit of insanity, but nothing dangerous as far as I know. And mining dynamite. I need to make more paper, apparently, which is sandstone and sugarcane, which is over here. I'm probably going to need to make a new saw after this as well. I need one more. Oh, hello? That was weird. I'm a little disappointed that it ends up using the sandstone slabs. I'm not quite sure how that works out. Have the fuse. I need clay. And there's that. So the only thing that I need to finish up or at least this line so far, are the fences and walls and the cryo grenades, which is what I needed ice for. Just let me clean out inventory some. Nope, you go there. Throw all of those in there for now, because I don't think I currently have a use for them. Oh, watermelon smoothies. Nice. You can go in there. And for now, you guys can go back in here, because I will need you later. Okay, so do I have my Silk Touch pickaxe? I do. I also have a Silk Touch shovel, so that should be fine. Have swords. Should probably throw some iron in my inventory to repair things. And grab one of the shulker boxes. I wonder... I'm kind of curious. This is probably going to end up ending badly, but I'm a little curious if I would be able to transport pigs by hippogriff. I'm going to try it. I think it'll work as long as I land them in the water and then try to walk them up onto land. I don't think it'll end very well if I try to land them directly on land. Okay, so I am looking for ice, which is over in the direction of this dungeon area over here. So that is that way. did... Pardon me. I did do a little bit of exploring offline, going and looking for materials and stuff, and I did stumble across... Oh, that's cool. I did stumble across 2 more fire dragon nests that I haven't raided yet, but I still have yet to find a ice dragon nest. I did find another ice dragon skeleton. What is that? Oh, that is a dungeon. Whee! Is there anything interesting down there, is my question. There's a pig. Hello, piggy. That is a creeper right there. Ah! Not what I wanted to do, especially when I don't have torches on me. So we might save this for when I have torches. But let us go get ice. And silk touch. Because I'm also going to need ice to make the ice essence seeds once we start getting further into magical agriculture. So getting it now will save me a trip to get it later. In fact, how much is needed for the ice seeds? Okay, just 4 blocks. What I need to do is... or one of the things that I need to do is either figure out how to make sponges or raid a underwater temple. Because I really want to get a hippocampus, and to tame them, you need to feed them sponges. Hello, lag. So for those of you who have seen the first episode, this is where my base originally was. I kind of went to town on it when I was collecting materials for the house build, and then some creepers also decided to stop by and say hello before I put it to mob griefing being off. And for those of you who think having mob griefing off is cheating, I do kind of understand your point, but I would also rather spend more time exploring rather than constantly repairing builds and things. So it's not like it keeps the creepers and things from killing me, it just keeps them from destroying projects. And this is another dungeon. That is a very long ladder. I need to remember to bring torches with me when I'm going out. Okay, I know that there was one pig up here. What kind of piggy are you? And do you have a partner somewhere around here? Where did you go? That's where you went. More chameleons! Oh, sorry, buddy. I'm going to end up forgetting where... Is there a wall over here? No, there's not a wall. But we're gonna try this. And you're stuck in a tree now. Why are you stuck in a tree? And I'm going to be a little upset if this doesn't work. But it's all for science. Fly. Okay, there is a pig. If this works. Okay, there was another pig down there. Okay, as long as I land him in the water, it should be fine. I might do this over the ocean. Okay. Alright. He made it back in one piece. He's probably not very happy about his trip, but he made it back in one piece. Come on, buddy. What do pigs like? They eat slop. But I don't have any of that currently. There's actually a lot of species of pigs that can swim. Well, I don't know about specific species, but there's an island somewhere out in the Caribbean that feral pigs have, or wild pigs have kind of invaded, but they go swimming in the ocean all the time. That's part... Oh, my chicken population has exploded again. The chickens are breeding like rabbits. Come on, pig. Big pig. Come on, pig, pig. Nope, don't go back out the fence. Come here. There we go. Okay. So that is a old spot hog. Now I just need to track down an old spot sow. And a blood moon is rising, so should probably go ahead and get Felix back into the hippogriff stable. So that he will be safe. I think the island is in the Caribbean. It might be in, or the Caribbean, it might be in the Bahamas. I don't know. Okay, so for the Animania mod, for the pigs to be happy, they need... Yes, I did just fall off. Instead of hitting the descend button, I hit the dismount button. So slop is just milk and potatoes, carrots, or beets. I have a lot of carrots. I don't think I have any beets planted currently. I do that a lot. I end up getting keybinds mixed up, and next thing I know, I am falling. Ice can go in there for now. I should put the feathers in the hostile mob drops since the chickens keep killing me. Okay, so clay. I need to break more clay because I need to make a flower pot, and I don't have any of them. Come back. Any of them sitting around currently. I had thought that I had flower pots in a chest. Wrong button. String, gunpowder, ice, flower pot, which is bricks. Okay. String is here. Oh, I only have 2 gunpowder left. Obnoxious slimes.